Good morning. All right, how we doing? Happy Sunday. All right, Sunday is Ojo Aiku. Ojo Aiku. Sunday is the day to be alive. It's a day to be excited to be alive. We got the whole week coming up. So this is a day to start thinking about, what are the goals for the week? What am I going to accomplish this week, right? Sunday, the day to be alive, the day to enjoy yourself. And let's get ready to execute this plan for the week. All right. So what we're going to talk about today is checking your connection. Once again, all right, we've already checked the connection to your connection. We're talking about those holy drivers. And once again, those are connection, growth, and community. So now we're going to talk about checking the connection to your growth, right? All we're going to do today is just give you the tools to assess where you are. And if you know where you are, then you can know where you're heading. All right. So that's what we're going to do today. Check your connection to your growth. Here we go. Okay. So once again, the growth driver is one of the behavior drivers. And as far as behavior drivers, what we're talking about are foundational principles that drive behavior, right? The broad underlying principles to a person's behavior. And then we're talking holy drivers, which are foundational principles that lead to a whole life. Once again, those holy drivers are growth, connection, and community, right? So what that means is when you're focused on these three principles, when your activity, your energy is focused on growing, is focused on, helping your community, uh, providing whatever your purpose is to your community, serving your community, and also improving that connection to yourself and to your community members, right? So not just I know why I'm here, we all need to know why we're here, right? When you have that purpose, that allows you to trust your movement, right? When you trust your movement and you're moving in your faith, it's a totally different ball game, right? So what we're going to do today is give you those tools so that once again, you can improve your life, fix your life, and make yourself stronger, right? So specifically today, we're checking that connection to the growth driver, and that is that focus on growth, growing as an individual and growing as a community as well. And as always, just a little quick plug available on Amazon.com, Finding Your Superpowers by Carter Hughes, another tool, once again, to kind of help you assess where you are so you can know where you're going, right? That's what the point of all this is, to provide you with the tools so we can have some success in this war called life. Okay, so these are some of the assessment questions for checking your connection to your growth. And as you can see, it's the same three questions just asked for over the past year, over the past 3 years, and then over the past 5 years. All right, so you're just asking yourself these questions. You're taking these snapshots. How am I doing over this past year? Over the past 3 years, what did I do? Over the past 5 years, from 5 years to right now, how much progress have I made, right? Once again, helps you to assess where you are so you can know where you're going, right? And if you don't like where you're going, you can change it, right? The only way your life changes is when you change, right? And that is the only truth. That is the only truth to the matter. Life only changes when you change. So these are the tools that help you assess where you are, so you can change some things if you want to, right? You can keep the things that you know are serving you well. Now you can lean into them a little more, right? So once again, checking that connection to your growth. And these are the questions. Over the past year, what new skills have I added? Have you learned a new language? Have you taken some additional training at your job to learn a new aspect to your job? Maybe it's something that the folks on the higher level than you do, and you're kind of taking on that action right now. So over that past year, what new skills have you added? Right? What new skills have we added? What new trainings have we been to? What new concepts have we learned? Over the past year, what new have I learned? Right? And that could be dealing with your professional life or just in your personal life. What have you learned? Right? This journey, once again, it's all about you. It's all about us. All of our journeys are about us. And these tools are going to help us to assess where we're going, where we've been, so we can make sure we're on the right path, right? So over that past year, what new have you learned? Have you learned something new about yourself? Right? Every year we want to learn something new about ourselves, about who we are. Have you learned something new about someone close to you? Have you learned a new concept? Have you taken some new training? Over the past year, what was my biggest accomplishment? right? Now that's an important one also. That ties back into that self-value, right? If you're overlooking your accomplishments, then it's going to be difficult for you to really have that strong positive value of yourself. And we're all doing some amazing things a lot of the times, but we often overlook them. So now we're just, taking that second. Once again, this tool is going to help you to assess where you are so we can know where we're going, right? So let's just taking that second to kind of sit back. What is my biggest accomplishment over the past year? What is my biggest accomplishment over the past 3 years, over the past 5 years, right? So these are those questions. These are the tools. This is the meat right here, right? These are the tools that are going to help you to assess where you are, right? And these are not to share if you don't want to. A lot of this is just for you. It's just for kind of that personal exercise, right? If there's no enemy inside, the enemy outside can do us no harm, right? So this is all of us just kind of getting more and more comfortable with ourselves. And once again, checking your connection to that growth. Write these questions down. Write down the answers, more importantly. But you want to get in the habit of really thinking these things out, really having that cathartic process of understanding who you are, how important you are, and how amazing this thing is going to be, right? And as always, March 4th, right? Let's continue to march forward. Let's use these tools to find out where we are, find out where we're going, right? Every day is school. Every day we're learning something new, every single day. So let's continue to grow and let's continue to explore the most fascinating aspect of your life. You, right? We're all amazing. Let's continue to be, right? They may not tell you, but I'll tell you, you're amazing. So let's continue to be. Have a great day, everybody.